Hey, this is Krystal Bee,
Nicole Garcia,
and Kristine Rodriguez.
We're 3 millennial moms
and longtime friends who met working in radio.
And we really partied in clubs together.
Now we're deep in our mom era,
but we're still popping bottles.
Hey,
this is Nightclubs to Nightfeeds.
Okay, welcome back to Nightclubs
and we're
to
back.
Nightfeeds.
And we're back.
Just like that. And we are back with a big announcement.
Oh my gosh!
I am pregnant.
I cannot believe it.
Oh, my.
Also, I love the fact that I told you guys. And we
right.
all cried.
Literally.
I think that was the first time I've seen you cry ever.
Really?
Yeah.
It takes a lot for me to cry.
You're
it
a boss
takes
ass.
A lot.
You really,
Yes.
yeah. I don't think I've ever
Bitch,
seen you.
I'll say it.
Yeah, you're boss.
Yeah.
And you never cry.
Yeah.
Never.
So, boss ass.
First of all, we need to know everything.
I know.
How and when did you find out? What?
Okay. So obviously we're not posting this until much later. We recorded this.
Yep.
So I am still in the first trimester.
Okay.
Yep.
I have seen the baby twice.
Oh my God.
Healthy heartbeat, which if you've been following the podcast or my story, you know that seeing the heartbeat for me is okay, so let me rewind.
Mm-hmm.
I found out I was pregnant, and I've shared with you guys before, it's even when I found out I was pregnant with Santi, it's so surreal and exciting. And it's like a weird thing where I'm yeah, I'm excited, but I can't let myself get that excited because it's been taken away from me.
Yeah.
So the same thing happened with this. And Nicole, you asked me off mic, how did you tell
Yeah.
there's no excitement when the way I found out was I took a pregnancy test and I go and tell Henry and I'm there's no reveal. You know what I'm saying? You know how you did a big reveal with your husband?
Yeah.
There's none of that because it's okay, we're here, but are we going to get to hear?
Yeah.
You know? So it's not I don't want to put anything extra on it and get our hopes up.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
You're
we know
preserving.
the risk.
Right.
And so I think that sucks because
Right.
I do want to
does.
have that excitement, but we don't have that anymore.
Do you feel like you're waiting to exhale? How long are
feel
you holding your breath for?
I feel like getting to the second trimester is a big exhale.
Yeah.
I feel even with Santi, that's when I was okay, it's real.
Yeah.
It's happening. And I remember with this pregnancy, so we were trying to get pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was let me take a test, I had already taken one before this test.
Yeah.
And I wasn't
but wait,
pregnant.
Rewind, because when you guys are trying to get pregnant, I know everybody doesn't do this. I know we didn't do this, but I think it's so amazing that you guys prep your bodies.
Yeah.
So what did you do to prep your bodies before doing that test?
Yes.
So we had gone on an 11-week detox, and it's mainly on Henry. So Henry has done his own research, and it's really on the male. It's really on the guy.
Yeah.
So he gave up coffee. He gave up alcohol. He gave up sugar.
Wow.
He gave up I'm vegan, so sometimes I'll make aside from tofu, plant-based meat, none of that. No fake stuff.
No processed.
No
meat
process.
Stuff. Got it.
No literally quinoa, zucchini, asparagus, a lot of walnuts because it helps
Wow.
sperm quality, not quantity, quality.
Yeah.
So he really had to go in on that hard.
Yeah.
I was still drinking coffee.
Yeah.
I wasn't drinking. So for me it was no drinking and no processed foods.
For how long do you do this?
11 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Does he also lose a bunch of? I feel like that's such a strict diet.
Yeah, he does.
Okay. Wow.
And
yeah.
also he's noticed his body during that time because he's drinking now.
Yeah.
He's all
The
right,
11 weeks are done. Okay.
Yeah, he's drinking now.
Yeah.
Oh, but he did notice during that time his sleep changed. And he's I
Like,
noticed
for the
my body.
better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm
Nice.
waking up earlier. He wakes up early AF, but
Yeah.
with an alarm, Now he's it's my body knows that I wake up at this time and I feel refreshed. I don't feel my alarm woke me up, So I'm
Yeah.
good. You're seeing the benefits. So much so that now he's every year I want to take a month off. of all like the same diet.
That's
He's like, because
amazing.
I saw like how beneficial it is.
Wait,
Yeah.
also, can you like send us a PDF so we can all do
Yeah.
this? Because
Yes.
It's just a
that
good
sounds
diet to have.
amazing.
But also,
Yeah.
for people listening too, the man's sperm is really the one that dictates the health essentially of the baby.
Yeah.
It could carry some conditions and some diseases and some conditions that could really affect the baby.
And not only that, but how your pregnancy goes.
Yeah.
Like there are a lot of women
Yep.
that are sick their entire pregnancies.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Talk
that's
to your
because-
mans.
Talk to
Talk to your mans.
Yeah.
Not 1,000% of the time it's going to be fully on him, but like I know a lot of recreational weed smokers
Mhm.
that knew when they were going to start trying for kids, gave that up
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you do not want that to be in your sperm. You do not want it to be. That's what you need to do. So like.
Yeah.
For example, we don't smoke, but the tequila is heavy. So that was hard for him. But I also was like, okay, he's into it. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of sacrifices that we do. That's great that you can see your partner, putting in sacrifices.
Yeah,
as well.
that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. So found out I was pregnant. My second time taking the test.
Oh
And
my
I didn't tell him
God.
the first time I took it. But like I had already like bought a bunch of tests.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm just going to have these, I'll take them for like whenever because we don't know if we're going to get pregnant the first time. It could take a few times.
Yep.
With Santi, it took 3 months. So I'm just going to buy a lot.
And through all this, you're tracking your ovulation or
Yes.
through an app, or do you do the strips?
No, because I did the strips with Santi and they made
Uh-huh.
me crazy because I just like obsessed
Oh,
over
yes,
like
yes,
the
yes.
line and like, it looks darker here. And like,
Yeah.
so we said like none of the strips, like let's try to go into this as calmly as possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then here I am taking like multiple pregnancy tests.
Yeah.
This is my
Calm.
second.
I'm
Yeah.
calm. I'm totally calm. I'm totally
We're
calm
calm.
though. I was calm about it.
Yeah.
So we knew when I was ovulating based off of my last period.
Okay, got it.
So we did what we had to do. And then I obviously am tracking like dates. Like, okay, well, my body would start producing HCG by this date.
Yeah.
So that's when I took the first pregnancy test. Also because we started drinking. So just like with Santi, I wasn't getting pregnant. And then we were like, you know what? We're stressed. F it. Let's get away.
Yeah.
I'm going to drink champagne, whatever. And that's when we got pregnant. So this one,
Celebration.
yeah,
Yep.
we were like,
Yeah.
you know what? F it. We haven't even started
Yeah.
trying yet, but we were like, we want to drink. Let's have a drink. And also like, again, back to not getting like too obsessive over it. I'm like, if we want to have a drink, like we've done so good. Having a drink here, having a drink there. Like we were going to be with my family. And I remember we were at dinner and like my sister got a drink and then Henry's like, get a drink. And I'm like, really? Should I? And he's like, yeah, get a drink. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. And I did it. And the next day I found out I was pregnant.
Oh my God.
And I was like, I'm so
celebration.
glad I got that drink though,
Yeah.
because
Yep.
like I
No,
wasn't
you can't.
pregnant yesterday because that was the first test.
Yep.
The next day I was like, oh my gosh, because we're getting ready for dinner and I'm like, I'm probably going to have another drink again, like I want
Yeah.
another drink. And so I'm like, let me go take a test first just so I like know that
Yeah.
I'm not,
Right.
which is what happened with Santi. And then so I go to the restroom, I don't tell him anything, and I take the test. And it wasn't the digital one, it was just the 2 lines or
Yeah.
1 line.
Yeah.
And there's like the faintest line there.
Mhm.
Like
Still a line.
it's still a line.
Still a line.
It's still a
God.
line.
Yep.
So I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And I'm like, have a moment with yourself
Mm-hmm.
because you're going to go out and tell him right now.
Did you cry when you were having the moment?
I did not.
We know you're not a big crier.
I didn't
yeah,
cry.
but-
Also because I think I was just so excited to tell him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. Because like back to it, like so many things are going in my head. Like I'm excited, but now I'm scared.
Yeah.
Like
your life's about to change again.
again.
Yeah.
And what do these next 9 months look like? And what does, if we go to that first appointment and there's no heartbeat, looks like? So it is excitement, but it's a clusterfuck of emotions.
Yeah.
So I'm like, F it, I'm just going to go tell him. So I walk out and he's like with the baby and I'm like, I'm pregnant, I think.
I think.
I think.
And he's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, I think I'm pregnant. I took a test and it has like a really faint line, but there is a line.
Yeah.
And then so I had it and I'm like, look, tell me if I'm crazy. Tell me if I'm like seeing this, because that's how faint it was.
Yeah.
And he looks and he's just like, no, there's a line. And he just starts crying.
Wow.
And he just starts covering his face.
Wow.
And so then I'm crying and he was on the floor with the baby. So I just get on the floor and I'm like crying with him. And then Santi comes over and he like doesn't know what's happening. He's like, Mama.
I right.
Yeah.
So oblivious.
And like,
No idea his life's about to change.
Right.
Right. That's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, we're having this moment and it's just, it's still surreal once we get into the second trimester.
Yeah.
And if this is airing, we're in the second trimester.
Yes.
Yeah, so we've seen the baby twice.
Oh my gosh.
Guess who I called first?
Moni.
Your sister.
Of course.
Easily.
Yep.
I
What
called
did
her.
she say?
The same thing she said with Santi. I FaceTimed her and she's like, oh, what happened? So I just showed her. She's like, oh my God, what even is that? And I'm like, there's a line.
What even is that?
She's like, you better call me in 3 days when that line is darker. I'm like, I will, but there is a line. She's like, there is a line. I'm not going to get too excited. 3 days. And I'm like, I'll check again in 2.
Negotiating.
This was exactly what happened with Santi because
Yeah.
it was so faint. She's like, why are you testing so early? I'm like, because I want to know.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, do it again in 2 days then and do the digital. I'm like, I will. So 2 days came.
And
She's such
sure
a big
enough,
sister.
Digital said,
still said pregnant.
yes. And
Sorry.
no,
I
and
have so many
that,
questions.
yes, that was the day that it was a Monday. So I'm like, okay, digital says I am. I'm going to tell the doctor. So the doctor's like, come in today for us to do HCG, just to do blood work.
Yeah.
Because that will confirm for them
Yeah.
that I'm pregnant. So then I had to go on Monday. Then I have to go on Wednesday because they want to see it rising.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep.
also how I found out I was miscarrying because the HCG was declining.
That's right.
So
yeah.
that's also a trigger for me. And I'm like, oh my God, like I need to see this number, this base number, and then I need to see this other number rising. And it was just rising. What was your question?
Do you think that you know the gender just from like feelings yet? Or you feel like you're not there yet?
From feelings, no. I think I just have an idea of the gender just because of like well, first of all, my symptoms are different
Okay.
than with
that's
Santi.
usually.
Mm.
Yep.
So that's new.
Which is what? What's the difference?
With Santi, I was so chill. Like I really didn't get nauseous at all.
Mm-hmm.
At all. So I was like, okay, cool. Like I'm gonna be cool. Like that's what I
Yeah.
was expecting. That's
Yeah.
all I've had to experience, right?
Yeah.
Come week like 5, 6, I was just nauseous.
Oh yeah.
Nauseous.
My girl did give me a lot of nausea, I will say. So
How are you a saint?
No, I was nauseous. I didn't get a lot of nausea. I
Yeah.
got it like week, I want to say like 8 or 7. No. I got it earlier. Maybe like week 6.
Yeah.
I started getting nauseous. It wasn't a lot though. It was a
Yeah, like-
little bit like midday,
Exactly.
and then it would fade
That's
away.
how it was with Santi.
Yeah.
It would happen around 2 or 3. That is still happening. The nausea around 2 or 3 still happens
Mhm.
like clockwork. But sometimes it'll be literally I'll wake up in the morning and I'm like, I can feel it.
Oh,
Like it's
man.
happening. So that's one thing that's different. The second thing that's different is I am just so exhausted.
Oh yeah, I was exhausted with Sam, too.
Exhausted to where
Me
with
too.
Santi, I was not exhausted like that. I didn't have a full day where I was
Mm-hmm.
like, these exhaustion days,
Yeah.
I don't want to do anything.
You can't do
Yeah,
anything.
You
Can't.
can't do anything.
Yeah.
I would
And that,
tell
so
people
that is new
it's
for me.
like narcolepsy. It was like narcolepsy for me where I would never take like midday naps, anything like that.
I've
but-
been napping.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I would,
During
like,
the baby's
pass
nap
out.
now,
Do you feel
I
like you
nap.
pass out?
I'm out, like drool and
Yes,
everything.
Drool.
Yeah.
That's how you know.
That's how you know you're
That's how you
sleeping
know.
good. And
Yeah.
and also like because when the baby naps now, like when Santi naps at
Yeah.
12 and I'm like, good, I'm out. Even if my
Yeah.
mother-in-law is there or even if my parents are there, like at 12, I know nobody has to watch the baby and he's asleep.
Yep.
I need to sleep.
Yeah.
And that is new for me. Even
Yeah.
postpartum, I didn't nap.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
postpartum
wow.
tiredness, I never napped.
Okay, wait.
Wow.
I just realized you have a 3-bedroom.
Yes.
So then, does that mean that Santi's gonna have to share his room?
No, we're
Are you
giving
guys
him a
looking?
room.
Oh, so
Well, yeah.
then
Because we're in one room and then Santi's in another room.
and then Henry
The
has
third
his
room.
room.
His
business,
office.
his business.
So
his
the office is
yeah.
turning into
Into a
another-
baby room.
okay, got
But
it.
we said
Wow.
that we're not going to do that until after the baby's already here because the baby's going to sleep with us for 6 months.
Right.
Yeah.
So
right.
we're like, we're not going to that's not even going to be a thing right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So
Smart.
we have time. We have at least a year to like figure that
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wow. What did your
Wait.
parents say?
Yeah.
It's so hard to tell them because they want to be excited, and
Okay.
and I
Oh,
want them
yeah.
to be excited.
Latino parents, for sure.
I know, but they
Yeah.
also know, like, you know.
Yeah.
So
Right.
the first few weeks, like before, especially before we saw the baby,
Mhm.
once we saw that heartbeat, it was a piece of, and Henry started crying immediately in the room, like, because that is a big thing for us. But
Yeah.
before that, it's even like telling my parents they're so excited, and I'm telling them like, okay, but we're not getting too excited yet. Like, we're waiting to see what happens. They're like, no, we know. And then they come over and they're like, congratulations, Henry. And he's like, thanks. Like, he's not trying to be that
Right.
excited, you know?
Yeah.
Like, we're not celebrating it yet. And so
Yeah.
I'm like, I get it. They're excited, grandparents. I mean, the same thing when we told his mom. Like,
Yeah.
his mom
his
started
mom.
crying
Oh, yeah.
immediately.
Colombian mom.
Yeah,
for
like, you
sure.
can't be like, don't cry, don't
Yeah.
feel anything.
Don't have emotion.
Yeah. So it's like they're
Yeah.
excited, but everyone gets like our
Yeah.
concerns.
Yeah.
Yeah, that completely makes sense.
Yeah.
Wait, have you guys told Santi?
No.
Okay, what's the plan with that?
So we're gonna wait until I'm showing
Okay.
more, and we already have books for him in English and Spanish of
Nice.
like being a big brother and like what does it
Wow.
mean to be a big brother. But every research I've done and via my sister, she's like it's just easier when they have your panza and they
Yeah.
can touch, and
Yep.
then they know that like baby's in there and all that.
Yep.
So like it's
Yeah.
just still a little too early, and also because we're not telling a lot of people right now, I don't want him to be like baby, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
Toddlers be telling all your secrets.
yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
So like we ain't telling him yet, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh my god.
I am excited to tell him. Like that's gonna open a whole other,
Yeah.
I know.
a whole other angle of pregnancy for me. Because like
Yeah.
I've been pregnant before. We've done this. We haven't done this with a toddler.
Yeah. And so it's too early to tell about like a birth plan, about maternity leave, about like
Yeah.
it's too early to. Is it too early to think about that stuff?
Well, I will say, it kind of works out because the baby will be born later this year,
Yeah.
Yep.
and it's like Q4.
Mm-hmm.
So just like with Santi, like he was born in
Yeah.
December,
Yeah.
and it's like everyone is off.
Yeah.
Work is minimal.
Yeah.
You know, even when you start the new year, everyone's kind of like little lag to get
Yeah.
For
back.
sure.
Yeah.
So I think that is good in a sense. Like I can say by this Christmas, God willing, we will have a little baby.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
that.
Okay, can we just stop and just talk about how dope this recording studio is?
Yes.
I feel like everyone hits me about like where
Same.
it's at, how cool it is, what's the situation. It's called
Mhm.
Project Studios in Monterey Park.
Everything is here. And the
Everything.
staff does everything for you as well. The editing, the producing, the lighting.
The cameras.
Everything. But we need that good lighting.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
And you could create such dope content here. Like
Yes.
downstairs is a full production area that literally is like for music videos, big scale production. And next door they even have a place where like you can do flat lays if you sell clothing, jewelry, whatever you sell. It's like professional level studio next door that you can use.
And it's only 9 minutes from downtown LA.
Oh.
And there's parking here in LA. It's so annoying
God,
to find
yes.
parking. And I know that was a big thing when we were looking for podcast space, was where in LA that we can all park and feel
Right.
safe
And
feel
safe.
comfortable. Yes.
Yes,
And
yes,
that is
yes.
here. Make sure to follow them on Instagram so you can see more of all the fun stuff they do at Project LA. And you can schedule a creative consultation at projectstudios.com.
Tell them we sent you.
Do you think you'll also like tour hospitals again, or do you feel like, nah, that hospital was great, I want to do that again?
I did like that hospital. I do want to see more options about giving birth. Or like because Santi was vacuum extracted, if I can avoid that,
yeah.
I would love to avoid that.
Yeah.
But also I would still like to give birth naturally,
yeah.
and not have to do a C-section if I don't have to, which last time it got very close to having to do a C-section.
Vaginally, right? Not naturally without drugs.
Vaginally,
Yeah.
no.
Yep.
Yes.
Give me the drugs
Give me
for
the
sure.
drugs.
Vaginally, yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we won't know more until the baby's like bigger. And last time with Santi, I had a short cervix, which I've talked about.
Yeah.
I don't have a short cervix yet with this pregnancy. I'm kind of anticipating that I will, because with Santi, we didn't find out I had a short cervix until week 22.
Which is so crazy. Like me and Nikki were saying, we didn't know.
I didn't know it was possible to have a short cervix.
Yeah.
Or for your cervix kind of
or like shortened.
too shortened. Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
If it
shortened at a
shortens,
certain
that's when you go into labor preterm. So they don't want you to go into labor preterm.
Oh, so it kind of is like preeclampsia. So they're like to avoid that.
It's not preeclampsia, but it's like,
Right. Just
so the cervix keeps the baby in there.
right.
When you go into labor, your cervix starts opening
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
shortening,
Right.
like as you get closer. So
Right.
once it shortens,
Then it's like
baby's coming out.
baby's out. Yeah.
Exactly. So I had to take progesterone with Santi. Progesterone is the hormone that tells your body it's not time yet. Like
Yeah.
baby needs to cook more.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of anticipating that that's going to be the case. We've already seen the specialist who does the measurement for short cervix, and he said it's long, it's closed right now. That's how I started with Santi. He said it doesn't always happen again, but it's highly likely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, this is
Yeah.
amazing news.
I know.
You're having a baby.
Oh my God.
The first one. Of
We're
us
having
got
another
two.
baby.
We're having a baby, a
pod
mom
baby.
of two.
Mom of two.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Mom of two.
I'm so excited. Like
I
just to be on this journey and like see your
know.
belly grow and
I
all the
know.
updates.
And honestly, I loved being pregnant.
Yeah,
Like I love
same.
being pregnant
Same.
Yeah.
because my symptoms were so minimal, and so far
Oh.
this is not that.
Oh man.
But see, like it goes. Like I've already been able to see the patterns. I'll have 2 days where I am like done. Like I need to nap today, and like that's it. Like minimal. We've also been showing the baby more TV, just because
Yeah.
I'm dead. Like I
Yeah.
have no energy
Yeah.
to play with you.
Yeah.
So he's watched Toy Story. He's very happy about that.
He's
and
into
he
the
and he
Disney
watched
movies.
Coco.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
Oh,
God.
Coco's good.
Yeah,
he loves
he
Coco.
loves.
Yeah.
Now he's like, Miguel.
Wait, has he seen like Toy Story 2, 3, or the other Toy Story?
He saw 2.
2.
He hasn't seen 3 or any of the rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually I actually stopped showing Saint Toy Story 1 because it's too violent. Because he saw like
Oh.
Sid, like because Woody and Buzz fight a lot, and so
Oh.
Saint started fighting me and being like, and like trying, and I'm like,
No.
So I stopped showing him 1, and I only show him 2, 3, or 4. Yeah, I don't show him 1 anymore.
Interesting. Yeah, he's in his Coco era right now.
Yeah, Coco. Yeah, Saint loves Coco too.
Yeah.
I
So
love that.
so we're relying more on TV, which wasn't the plan, but hey, we gotta do what we gotta do. But yeah, so many things are gonna happen, and I'm gonna be sharing them with you. And
I'm
I'm
so
gonna be
excited.
sharing them here.
We're along for the whole journey.
Yes.
I know. Wait,
Yes.
we'll take your votes now. What do you guys think?
It's a girl.
I think it's a girl.
I think it's a girl.
I think it's a girl.
I don't know yet.
Yeah. Okay, people at home, what do you think it's gonna be?
Yep.
Boy or girl? Let us know in the comments.
Drop your comments.
Yeah, let us know, and we'll be back with updates.
Yay!
Hey, mamas. Thanks for watching.
Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and check out all of our other episodes.
Find us at Nightclubs to Nightfeeds. That's Nightclubs, the number 2, and then Nightfeeds. And we'll catch you on the next episode.